Hello and welcome back to Ops with Void. I'm your host, Forgotten Void, and this week we will be doing Get the Last Voyage of Transylvania again. This time we will be using the silly broken destroyer. They did nerf in the last one, so instead of it being down to minus 70% reload time, now it's only minus 50% reload time. But with the reload time even at minus 50%, it's still pretty strong, especially on a destroyer like Jager or Venom. The destroyers with all the torpedoes, especially since they already reload pretty quickly. And I mean, Jager, the torpedoes don't hit very hard, but you have so many of them. You get 12. And then with Swirsky, every 8 torpedo hits is a minus 5%. So at what? 8 times 4. So at 32 torpedo hits, you get down to more or less the same torpedo reload speed as you got before the nerf. And 32 torpedo hits isn't that hard. Oh, and there's one more thing. You gotta actually have a bug. So if you swap to the armory and go back, you're back to normal camo instead of having the Halloween camo for this op. I believe it's only a port bug. We'll go into the op and see, but otherwise, yeah. And just the skills is torpedo, reload, and then your base destroyer skills. And we have superintendent just for the extra heal. That's it. If we didn't use superintendent, flooding, and I guess priority target would be the other two I use, but extra heal. So that's what we're doing. With that, we're going to go into. Do I have equipment on here? Yeah. So we have in this one. You have the torpedo reload, conceal, propulsion, your torp modifier. You have engine room, because that's probably the best for destroyers, and main armaments to give protection to torpedoes. With that, we'll go into battle. And so with this one, the destroyers, they have 2 jobs. One is to do damage, the other is to hunt the Great Gorgon at the end. And when destroyers are focusing on the Great Gorgon, all the other ships need to focus on the 3 ships that come from the other side. In fact, you could only have like 1 or 2 destroyers focusing on the Great Gorgon if it's one with the faster reloads. Venom, Jager. What else has? Tashkent. What else has lots of torpedoes at tier 9? I'm just thinking Jager, Tashkent, and Bedham at the moment. Anyways, yeah, things with lots of torpedoes need to focus on the Great Gorgon. I guess a submarine, possibly, but a submarine probably shouldn't, because carriers do not like submarines, and carriers are well equipped against submarines, and the Gorgon doesn't get spotted until you're like 5.5 kilometers away from it, which is well within ASW range. They did say they updated quite a bit, alternating spawns and adjusted the route and such, so I'm looking forward to see what that is. I did do this again last week with the Graf Zeppelin link. You can click the link to see the video here. There we kind of were just testing the waters, and here we've tested a bit, and now we're testing some more. This mode still isn't out on the public servers, and it may change. So what you see here, remember, this is public test server. This isn't the live server. They do. There often is changes right before it goes to the live server. I remember well, when they did the ops rework, they put Palmer and Ferdigraf in Frederick de Grosch, not Ferdigraf, Frederick de Grobich into Hermes, and they had Ohio in Narai. I actually like Ohio over Missouri, but that's mostly because Missouri gets radar and Ohio doesn't. Okay, we have so many torpedoes. Mogador. Oh, yes, Mogador has a lot of torpedoes, but... Well, yeah, I guess it reloads pretty quickly. In this mode, it is very much a hybrid. It's not just a gunboat. Whereas Kitakaze over there is very much a gunboat. Still. And so you have the 3 towers. The first 2 are easy to grab, and that will help Transylvania become more stronger, take less damage. You want to do that because although she has 60,000 HP, that's kind of cruiser level here. And you're looking at Musashi over there, Eric the Viking Moose with a Musashi with 145,000. Do I get that torpedo hit? Oh, I don't get that torpedo hit. Ah, that's a kill. That's a torpedo hit. Okay, we're at a 5 out of 8. Oh, look at all these red triangles coming our way. Be a shame if one of those were to hit us. Real shame. I'll point out Dyson is there, and then Musashi in there, and the difference in their HP. You have Sejong all the way back there with 30,000 HP. Oh man, that Mogador is being risky. I mean, yeah, you have a passive heal, but you don't have an active heal like I do, or the Jager does. We're actually sending a lot of torpedoes at one because oh well, he went in outside of the filth into our circle, so he should die.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Zerstörer versenkt.
Okay, we're gonna try and dive in between here now that we have a big enough gap to turn around in. See if we can spot the destroyers again. Yeah, outside in the filth, they take reduced damage. So even though we're hitting for much lower damage. I think they take like half the amount of damage. So you have to do more damage. Means you really have to focus things down. But yeah, strange that they spawn over there, because before they spawned over there. I don't know if they'll swap spawns every now and again. Oh. Really? Really? Why did it teleport right as my torpedoes are about to hit it? That's cheating. Cheating. Cheater bot cheater face.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
I want to be able to teleport too. This is the heal now, so it'll be off cooldown once I need it again. As that more or less max capacity with how much I could heal back anyways, so no point in saving it. Now I do remember last time you had one that was right there, one that was right there, and there's one right there. Oh, we lost somebody. Oh, we lost the salmon to the filth. What button is it? H. There we go. So that's this one. So armament, damage, and damage. Yeah. So you do more damage and you take less damage. This is what it's supposed to be. There we go.
Kritischer Maschinenschaden.
I saw an easy 12 torpedo hits. I went for it.
Boost deaktiviert.
Going back behind the Viking Moose. Go.
Wir haben ein gegnerisches Schlachtschiff versenkt.
And that noise is the Great Gorgon has appeared. Currently at 24-second reload. So we're wanting to keep our torpedoes constantly being reloaded because that means there's torpedoes in the water and that we're doing damage like that.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Zerstörer versenkt. Kritischer Maschinenschaden.
Oh no. I don't want my torpedoes off cooldown.
Problem gelöst.
I trust Eric the Viking Moose. He's been on Jingle's channel before. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. And that... There goes the Mogador.
Kritischer Maschinenschaden. Problem gelöst.
Okay. So now we're... The Gorgon's down and we have to get to...
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
start taking care of the Rasputins. And so we have the engine boost running. I have to fight the autopilot through this narrow gap. We're down to an 18-second reload. Before we were down to like 10 here.
Kritischer Maschinenschaden.
Half HP. Eric's not doing a good enough job. Come on.
Problem gelöst.
Ram the Rasputin. And nope, that's a defeat. It's actually become quite a bit harder. You need to do someone be up there against the Rasputin. So, you need 2 battleships. You need at least 1 destroyer, probably 2 destroyers. And you probably should have a cruiser. I'm not sure when we sunk the last destroyer, but okay. So this is a fail, and this is why when you're doing it randomly, you probably shouldn't be all in destroyers. You shouldn't. In fact, it's probably safer to be in a battleship because then you can be up there and be in front and know you're taking the damage. Like Misaka, if Misaka and Eric the Viking King were flanking the thing the entire time, and so a battleship should not be touching going after Gorgon at all. You don't have the DPM. Just don't even touch it. If those two were flanking and staying on the sides of the Transylvania the whole way through, we actually might have won. But there was one person was off, and so you only had one side flanked. And as nice as it is, the Musashi was kind of flanked, and I think actually Rasputin just citadeled it. And so if he went for the ram, it might have been fine. But I saw citadels. That's the only thing. Since neither of them died, that's the only conclusion I came to. So, but as you can see, still, even with all that, the Jager is still weirdly overpowered for this with all those torpedoes. And the 85 torpedo hits, and this is I had twice this much. I had like 167 when I played it last week. So yeah, as you can see, it is harder. Even then, before, it would be hard because people would go for the Gorgon. The Gorgon is a trap unless you have torpedoes and you have a lot of damage. In fact, when we Sunray into Darkness, it was the job of one destroyer to do Gorgon, and everybody else would focus on everything else. So usually you should have one destroyer focus on Gorgon, and everybody else just go do their own thing and protect Transylvania. So, yeah, credits. Credit package is 20. This is a loss anyways, so this is not really a good example for credits. But now you can see that this has changed, and the importance of being up with Transylvania to guard it and not just focusing on farming damage. Anyways, if you have any questions or you have any comments or you want to do a certain ship and something, let me know. I'd be glad to have a challenge of doing a certain ship. I hope to see you again next week. Feel free to like and subscribe. Subscribing will make it easier to see more of my videos. But I'm not your mother, so I have no authority over telling you what to do. I do hope to see you again next week. Have a good one.